What's up, everyone? I am Dimebot, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and Favorite Places to Fly 2025. Today we're going to be checking out a pretty interesting national landmark in Arizona. Actually, about 60 kilometers, that would be 37 miles to the east of Flagstaff. If you guessed Meteor Crater, then you guessed right. Now, if you want to get here easily by air, Lechi Airport, KLEF, is going to be your departure. That's where I'm taking off from, and it's going to be pretty much a due west flight. You will not be able to miss this thing. Let's go ahead and get flying. All right, here we go. Not exactly what I was expecting from the airport here. Then again, such is the nature of the sim. Let's adjust the quality of time of day real quick here. And just wait till we can build up enough speed to rotate here. Alright, now as I said, we're just going to turn to the west. Now, I have turned back on the external view gauges, guys, the HUD. Let me know what you think about that, if you like it better with or without. I'm just doing a little experimenting here. Well, we're going to be taking a look now. As I said, the crater, it's going to be hard to miss. Meteor crater, it is an impact crater, that's right. From a meteor, it's just what it says in the tin. You'll sometimes hear it referred to as the Behringer crater, after the family that originally bought the land. You see it right here below us. It's a very interesting crater. I've actually been here, and yes, it does have that kind of squared off appearance to it. It's thought to be caused by existing cracks in the strata, the rock, bedrock, and soil at the impact site. Now, it is proclaimed by the Lunar and Planetary Institute and the American Museum of Natural History as the best preserved meteorite crater on Earth, designated a national natural landmark in November 1967. And interestingly, we can clearly see a change in when they took some of these satellite images from that tiling. That's rough. Let's focus on the crater. It's about 50,000 years old. It was created during the Pleistocene era. So just imagine a grassland dotted with woodlands inhabited by mammoths and giant sloths. Because giant sloths, aren't terrifying at all. So they believe the object that made the crater was a nickel iron meteorite, about 160 feet. That would be 50 meters across. And there's debate about the speed. In my research, I have found everything from 29,000 miles per hour to 45,000 miles per hour. So modern research seems to be leaning towards the slower speeds, but just know that it is not settled science on how fast that rock that did that hit the Earth. As for the crater itself, it's about 3,900 feet, 1,200 meters in diameter, 560 feet or 170 meters deep, and surrounded by a rim that rises 148 feet, that's 45 meters, above the surrounding plain. Now, the rim has eroded some over the years. They believe it's lost about 50 feet. And the crater itself, the center, it's filled with some rubble lying above the crater bedrock about 790 feet. This is a big crater. And it is something that you can readily go visit. Now, people didn't realize that it was a crater at first. They eventually did. That would have been Daniel M. Behringer was one of the first people to suggest it was a crater. That is the same Behringer whose family bought the land and mining claims around it in the early 20th century. It is a absolutely fascinating geographical feature, and it is worth noting that this part of the American Midwest is quite beautiful in its own right. As I mentioned, we are not far from Flagstaff, and we are also not too far from Winslow. If you wanted to go see the Grand Canyon from here, that is certainly within reach, depending on the plane that you choose to fly. You could also head to Vegas from here. You can head into Texas, or you could head for the Baja Peninsula and up the coast of California. So, quite a lot of options of where to fly here, or you could simply land back at the airport here and go see if you can see this weird tiling distortion in real life. Now, there is a fair amount of other history involved with Meteor Crater, too much for me to go into today, and also the rather interesting geology. Just know that there is a lot that goes into the history here with other scientists and figures, not just the folks that we have mentioned already. However, I don't have time to cover it all, so feel free to do your own research as you fly. But that will do it for me today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. If you really enjoy my work, consider becoming a community member to help me out. And if you are here to the end, watch time is key on YouTube, so thank you so much. My name is Dimebot, and I'll see you guys next time.